everyone, welcome to Greedy About Books. I hope you guys are doing well, eating well, sleeping well. I have got an issue with sleep and I think I really have to work on it. So I hope you guys are sleeping well. And moving on to the book recommendation of the week. Today I have a book which I got from a lovely online bookstore called the Good Old Bookstore. I'm tagging them on this post, so do go and check out their collection of books. They have second-hand books and a lot of rare books too. So I got The Guest Cat from them, and this book is written by the Japanese author called Takashi Hiraide. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So The Guest Cat, as the name suggests, is about this cat who moves in, or rather who starts visiting the house of a very young 30-year-old couple in a quiet suburb in Tokyo. So both of them work from home and they are set in their ways. Suddenly this cat starts arriving in their house. So they find that every day this cat is visiting them. The cat actually is their neighbor's cat, slightly far away, and the cat keeps dropping in. And this book I found was about stillness. You know, as you're reading, you feel a kind of calm descending on you, because the narrative is about the daily life of these two couples and how the cat gets incorporated into that, and the passing of the seasons and what happens all around them and within their lives. It's actually it actually tells you about the beauty of simplicity and the small joys in life, and it's beautifully written. So go and read The Guest Cat by Takashi Hiraide. And now moving on to the main topic of this video, which is about a character today. A character from one of P G Wodehouse's novels, or rather a series of his novels. And by the way, P G Wodehouse is one of my favorite authors, okay? And I know that there are people who find it difficult to read him, but I would suggest that you start with this character. Okay, the character is Lord Emsworth. And anybody who has read Wodehouse would have a huge grin on their face now, I'm sure, because that is the kind of character he is. So Lord Emsworth, or Clarence, he is the 9th Earl of Emsworth, and Blandings Castle is their country seat, where he stays. And he's around 60 years old, he's tall and he's lean, and he's usually very scruffily dressed. Lord Emsworth is absent-minded. And he's slightly vague when people talk to him, because he's always thinking of something else, you know. And the thing that he loves most in the world is his pig. Yeah, he's got this enormous pig who's called the Empress of Blandings. And the Empress has been entered into a lot of these agricultural shows, and she's won prizes, and she's the apple of his eye, you know. And there are, I mean, most of the time actually, you can find him draped over the fence of the pigsty, gazing adorably at the Empress of Blandings. And the people around him are exasperated with him. I can understand, because to handle such a person is definitely going to be difficult. And Lord Emsworth has a lot of duties that he has to do, and he does not like doing any of those things. He just wants to be left alone to potter around in his gardens and wander the grounds and gaze at his pig and discuss with the pig man about what he is going to feed her and her routine, and that is what he loves. But he finds that he's pulled into a lot of these social activities. He has got 8 sisters and 2 brothers. And 2 of them are no more, but the other rest are enough. Because the sisters have found that this guy cannot be left alone. He's a widower and he's got 2 children. So one of the sisters always comes and stays in Blandings Castle. And he's petrified of some of them. Okay, there's Connie, Constance Keeble, who's mostly with him. And she's slightly domineering, and she is so annoyed with this person. She's frustrated with trying to handle him, to deal with him. And they always appoint a secretary for him, whom he tries to drive away. His nemesis actually is the secretary called Rupert Baxter, who's ruthlessly efficient. And Baxter is a cat at organizing and getting things done. But the only problem is he just cannot catch hold of Lord Emsworth, who's always escaping and hiding. So Emsworth hates Baxter. So that is one person in his life whom he dislikes. Then his sisters whom he cannot stand because he's scared of them. And also then there's another person whom he tries to run away from, and that is his younger son, Freddie Threepwood. And Freddie is in America. So Lord Emsworth is very happy that his son is in another continent. But he's petrified in those situations when he hears that Freddie is coming back. Because Freddie insists on coming and talking to him about his inheritance and about what he's going to get from, Blandings. Because Freddie always has some scheme or the other. So that is Freddie Threepwood. Another person in Emsworth's life whom he tries to run away from is McAllister the gardener. And McAllister is a very serious person, okay, very serious Scotsman who takes very good care of the garden. But he tries to make Emsworth also do whatever he wants. And Emsworth tries to escape. So this is Emsworth for you, Lord Emsworth for you. And Lord Emsworth is never the main character in any story, but he features as one of the prominent characters. There are guests, always guests at his house who someone or the other is inviting. Like one of his sisters will invite somebody or his son will invite somebody. So there are things happening, going on in his house. Oh yeah, I forgot one more person who is his younger brother called Galahad. And Gally is kind of like a playboy. Gally is an extrovert. Slightly older, but extrovert. And Gally is everything that Emsworth is not. And Gally loves coming to Blandings Castle and trying to wind up Emsworth. So these are the characters around Lord Emsworth, and he's super adorable, okay? Lord Emsworth is really adorable. I know that the people around him find him exasperating, but when you take him separately, he's super adorable. So try to read one of Emsworth's books, one of the books in which he features. So there are these Blandings Castle omnibus in which you get all the Blandings Castle stories. Or if you want standalone books, check out something with Blandings in it. Or there's some other books which does not have the name Blandings, but still you'll find that Lord Emsworth is there. So try to get hold of one of these books, and it will ease you into Wodehouse's world. And Wodehouse is a person who has used the language so beautifully, and his humor is amazing. And I actually laugh out loud when I read Wodehouse's books, But I have found that there are many people who have a block against reading him. Try to start with Lord Emsworth, try to start with Blandings Castle and the characters in it. And you might find that you're starting to enjoy this world. So Lord Emsworth is the character for today. He is absent-minded, he's vague, and he's exasperating. So that is today's Greedy About Books. We are going to meet next week. I'm going to bring something different for you, and next week I'm also going to talk to you about a book from the past. So read The Guest Cat, go check out Good Old Bookstore, check out Lord Emsworth, read about him, find out more about Wodehouse and Blandings Castle, and we'll meet again next Friday. Bye-bye.